Hi, this is DeMasters, author of Landlord Marketing Secrets, and this is part 3 of a multi-part video series on ways to fill your vacancy fast for landlords and property owners. So today I'd like to share 5 more tips, 5 more steps that you can use to fill your property fast. And so next one on the list is reaching out to colleges and universities through college newspapers and then through their online editions as well. You could either do advertising in there or see if you can put in a feature about student housing available if that's the type of property that you have. But look at the college newspapers and also especially the online edition of those newspapers to see if there's a way you can advertise and reach out to a market there if college students is part of your strategy. Another one is using third-party rental services. And so in most cities have these where you would go and say I have a property available, maybe you've got a number of properties and you'll list with them. Often you'll pay to advertise, and then the renters in the market who are looking for a place will also pay to be members to this site and have access to look at available properties. So that can be a good lead, and some of those businesses, some of the bigger ones especially in some of the big cities, do a pretty good job with marketing across all kinds of different marketing channels. So look at third-party rental services. It will cost you money, but if you can get a place rented faster, it might be an option for you. Thirdly, partner with other landlords and apartment communities. Why would we do this? Because they're often our competitors, right? But when you partner with someone who's across town, or maybe who is targeting a different market than you are, maybe you target students and someone else is targeting an older community like retirees or something, you can send each other referrals as you get them. So if you hear about somebody who is looking for a property but it's not the type of property that you have available, then you could refer to another place that you have partnered with or arrange to give them leads, and they'll give you leads. And then also same thing with like a certain part of town. So if you're at one end of the city and the other end of the city, you know of someone there that you can refer, or send renters, qualified leads back and forth to each other. It can be a good source for you as well. And the more we can build that network, if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 different apartment communities that you're referring names back and forth to, it can be a good stream for all involved. Another one is student affairs and advisement offices, going back to the colleges again, because the students who come in, especially from out of town, they're looking for a lot of information and they don't know where to settle, what they need to know to move in and get settled in town and get ready for the new school year starting, and particularly in college. So going to these groups within the colleges, particularly like student affairs or student advisement, you could be somebody that you could be on their list of providers or referred apartment communities or resources, housing resources that they could give out to students as they're advising. So that can be and it's kind of a trusted relationship that students have often with their advisors. So it could be a good thing for you if you're able to get in that list. And then finally, residents, co-workers, and the human resources departments of their businesses. So what are we talking about here? Well, this is reaching out to other folks that your current residents work with. So like their co-workers, and even going into their human resources offices of their businesses and telling them about your available properties and that you're a landlord and you have a number of units in the area, and seeing if they know of anyone or if they have a need to place maybe executives that they're hiring from out of state, or even if it's temporary corporate housing. All of these are kind of options, but it's good to get your name out in front of these businesses that are hiring a lot, because they'll be bringing people in from out of state, sometimes out of the country. And so it could be either short-term executive corporate housing, or it could be a long-term thing where they need to place someone that they're hiring as well. So there's 5 additional ways to think about in terms of filling your pipeline and getting your vacancy rented faster. For the full report on 30 ways to fill your vacancy fast, be sure to go to my website, landlordmarketingsecrets.com. And again, my name is DeMasters, and I hope this is helpful to you. And check out the blog on my site as well. Thank you.